everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. If you're currently navigating the chaotic, beautiful, and honestly kind of confusing transition into young adulthood, you are in the exact right place. Pull up a chair. I want you to think of me as your supportive older sibling or mentor today, someone who's walked this path and really wants to share the roadmap with you. Today, we're unpacking those shifting social circles that happen when you grow, change, and step into new chapters of your life. We're drawing our insights straight from Paula Williams' incredibly helpful book, The Drama-Free Guide to Life, specifically looking at how we handle conflict, communication, and above all, our own self-respect.
All right, let's just dive right into it. Not every relationship is meant to last. Oof, that's a hard truth, isn't it? I mean, when we're younger, we're basically conditioned to believe that best friends forever is the only metric of a successful friendship. But as you grow up, you start to realize that outgrowing certain friends isn't a failure at all. It's actually a completely normal, entirely expected part of personal growth. It just requires a bit of empathy, both for yourself and for the other person, to accept that reality. And this brings us straight to Chapter 6 of Williams' Guide, Welcome to Adulthood and the Reality of Seasonal Bonds, because this is a time marked by some pretty major relationship shifts. So what exactly is a seasonal bond? Well, it's a relationship that serves a very real purpose for a specific time in your life, but it's just not meant to last forever. Think about it. You move to a new city, start a new school, maybe take a new job. You naturally bond with people through proximity and shared immediate experiences. Recognizing these friendships as simply seasonal rather than seeing them as these massive permanent failures when they naturally start to fade is one of the hardest but absolutely most crucial lessons for young adults. It literally takes the heavy weight of guilt completely off your shoulders. It's like a season changing. It just happens and it's okay.
Moving right along, let's get into the conflict test, diagnosing your friendships.
I really want to flip how you look at conflict right now. Instead of being terrified of it, we're going to start using it as a diagnostic tool for your new social circles. Because, conflict actually reveals if a relationship is healthy or unhealthy. When the waters are calm, it's super easy to get along with pretty much anyone. But the exact moment there's friction, pay close attention. The way people argue, how they handle disagreements, it tells you exactly who they are, and, more importantly, how much they actually value your well-being. Conflict pulls the mask right off.
Look at it this way. It's literally like night and day. On the healthy side of the spectrum, people work through disagreements. It's all about finding a solution together as a team. There's almost a lightness to healthy conflict resolution, because the ultimate goal is mutual understanding. But then, look at the unhealthy approach. Unhealthy dynamics rely on manipulation, threats, guilt, or disrespect. Notice the toxic, heavy weight of those actions. If someone uses guilt to make you stay or blatantly disrespects your boundaries when you say no, that is a glaring sign that the relationship is operating in a highly dramatic, really detrimental space. Which brings us to a vital phase of our journey together today, knowing when to walk away and the art of the boundary.
Like I said earlier, think of me as the older sibling who has absolutely been there, made the messy mistakes, and learned this the hard way so you don't have to. Learning when to actually repair a relationship versus when to just walk away is an essential life skill. You do not have to save every friendship. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You don't have to save every friendship. Being able to tell the difference between a friendship that's just hitting a rough patch but is rooted in mutual respect versus a relationship that is fundamentally draining the life out of you is a huge part of growing up. I want to pause for a second and just let this quote sink in. Not every conflict needs a winner. This is a profound mentor moment right here, guys. When we're young, there is this fiery, intense urge to win every single argument, right? To have the last word, to prove that we're right, even if it costs us our own peace. Letting go of that intense need to win is incredibly liberating. Because honestly, sometimes just engaging in the fight keeps you tethered to their drama. And since not every conflict needs a winner, we naturally arrive at this conclusion. Sometimes the absolute healthiest outcome is just distance. I really want to reassure you that choosing distance is a highly valid, completely healthy boundary. It is not a defeat. It's not you giving up or being weak. It is you fiercely protecting your own emotional energy. Walking away can genuinely be the absolute biggest victory of all.
Okay, let's take all of this theory and actually put it into practice. It's time for reflection, evaluating your current circle. I'm handing the mic over to you now. We're going to walk through a quick sequence of reflection questions to sort of audit your relationships, using self-respect as our compass. Let's start right here. Is there a relationship in your life causing repeated stress?
I want you to actively bring a specific friendship or dynamic to mind right now. Who pops into your head? Got him? Hold that person in your thoughts as we keep going.
Now ask yourself, what patterns keep repeating with this person? And we aren't looking at isolated incidents here. Everyone has a bad day. We're looking for those ongoing cycles. Are you constantly feeling completely drained after seeing them? Are you repeatedly facing subtle disrespect or guilt trips? Try to identify the exact loop you're stuck in.
So the crucial point is this: have healthy conversations actually improved the situation? Now, if you haven't tried yet, here are 3 super quick steps to begin a healthy conversation. First, use I statements. Express how you feel without assigning blame. Second, listen actively, like really listen, without silently planning your defense. And third, focus on finding a mutual solution rather than just winning. So, have you tried to work through things using steps like these? Because if you have and you just keep hitting a brick wall of manipulation and defensiveness, well, you have your data.
Which leads to pretty much the most important question you can ask yourself. What would self-respect look like here? I want to gently challenge you to prioritize your own emotional safety over maintaining a bond just because of history or habit. If respecting yourself means you can no longer tolerate a toxic dynamic, then that's the path you really need to look at.
And we arrive at our final reflection. What decision might I need to make? I'll leave you with this provocative thought to carry with you today. You've got the tools, you know exactly what healthy and unhealthy conflict looks like, and you understand that seasonal bonds are just a totally natural part of life. So looking at that stress-inducing relationship in your life right now, what is the next right step for you? Take a deep breath, trust your instincts, and step confidently into your next chapter of adulthood. You've totally got this.